We are ready when you are ready.
Why have a teacher adhere to a specific course guideline throughout the year that she knows will bring stress upon her, her students, the parents of her students, as well as does not know for sure if the outcome of the curriculum will be positive or negative for her students? This situation has seemed to overtake the United States education system since the introduction of Common Core. The U.S. education system has had an impact on all of our lives and will continue to have one as we in the future. Having this topic as my research paper, I have had the opportunity over several months to perform various research on it, and with the intention of becoming an elementary school teacher, this topic is very important for my future because I want to be able to provide the best curriculum for my students. Proven by teaching involvement, individualizing the curriculum, testifying professionals and ex-supporters, developing problems, and demanding expectations, the United States Common Core curriculum negatively affects elementary school students in today's education system. Today, I will state some basic information about the Common Core. Then I will discuss 4 persuasive points that show how the Common Core negatively affects the students of the elementary education system, including the lack of teacher involvement, the effectiveness for students with disability, the framework of the curriculum, and the demanding expectations. Finally, I will state 2 counter arguments that supporters of the curriculum state, including helping students to succeed in the future and having teacher willingness, and then rebuttal against those arguments. The Common Core was created to improve the current education system in the United States. As Britannica Academic states, one of the main goals of education around the globe is preparing students for the real world. To accomplish this goal, the curriculum includes reading, writing, mathematics, social studies, and science. Jamie Gass and Jim Sturgios, writers for the Reference Shelf, state that in 2009, President Barack Obama set aside $4.35 billion in federal grant money for states determined to improve their education system. Despite this plan, the money was used to begin using standardized tests in the curriculum, which brought about the creation of the Common Core. Heather Arabages, author for USA Today magazine, declares that the creation of Common Core was created to address missing skills and resources that students were missing throughout their first years of education. The Common Core was designed with a set foundation and goal in mind. In embracing new paradigms in education from H.W. Wilson Company, the Common Core is defined as a list of skills that students are expected to master by the end of each grade level. Roll Bosker et al. From Kluwer Academic Publishers state that the Common Core includes 2 main goals: modernization and harmonization of the curriculum. Modernization includes adapting to meet societal demands and the demands of a changing pupil population, where harmonization of the curriculum includes offering the exact same curriculum for all students. Now that we know some informative facts about the Common Core, let's move on to my persuasive points. By failing to have professional teachers aid in the development of the Common Core, the curriculum has failed. Tom Lovelace, writer for the Brookings Institution, affirms that the Common Core standards are adopted from those such as politicians, policymakers, and high-level administrators. As of March 2014, around 70% of teachers thought the adaptation of the curriculum was too abrupt and failing, caused from being developed by those without true professional teaching background. 66% of teachers stated that they had 0 say in the development of the curriculum. By forming the curriculum without teachers, it allowed the curriculum to have negative insight from those who, or by forming the curriculum with teachers instead, one would have positive insight of those who deal with the classroom every day instead of those who don't have anything to do with the classroom. Teachers must also know how to teach and apply the curriculum to their students in the classroom. The Common Core curriculum does not effectively apply to or aid those students with disabilities. Deborah Harmon and Tony Stokes-Jones, writers for ABC CLIO, examined the Common Core accessibility for those with learning disabilities. Students throughout the world all have different abilities and learning needs. 6 million students, or 11% of the student population, receive special education services, primarily within the general education classroom, with assistance and consultation from special education teachers. Since these students with learning disabilities receive a lot of their education in the regular classroom, it becomes vital that the curriculum that is used is able to teach all these students effectively. Vicky Karuna, writer for Preventing School Failure, states that the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, encourages teachers to make individualized education plans, or IEPs, for those students with disabilities. But teachers have had constant troubles to create these IEPs with the Common Core curriculum. Instead of developing the curriculum off of successful education plans that states have already made, the Common Core curriculum started from the beginning. Gass and Sturgios state that the Common Core curriculum does not focus on how students achieve and ignores the success of other education systems within the United States. Since the state of Massachusetts excelled on the National Assessment of Educational Progress and the SATs, one would think to look at Massachusetts to improve the education system of the nation, but this did not happen. Instead of following standards similar to those of Massachusetts, the Common Core includes 21st century skills including global awareness, media literacy, cross-cultural flexibility, and adaptability and creativity to equal footing with academic content. These skills do expand the minds of students within the classroom, but they are also missing skills that are vital for young students. The high expectations of the Common Core curriculum resulted in failure for both teachers and students, as well as placed an unneeded amount of stress on all parties. Joanne Yap-Bin, an elementary school teacher and principal and writer in the reference shelf, saw the Common Core standards and was amazed to see the unrealistic level of information given for each specific grade level. She did not believe that students could successfully meet each of the standards. Young elementary students were asked to high-level tasks such as making fine distinctions between words or literary devices, carrying on multiple processes simultaneously, and expressing their understanding in precise academic language. These high expectations became a problem for both teachers and students within the classroom because the teachers feel as if they cannot teach the curriculum to the students, and the students then become overwhelmed with the amount and the expectations of the curriculum. While there are many facts to prove the ineffectiveness of the Common Core curriculum, some supporters still believe that the curriculum is the perfect solution for the United States education system. Many people believe that although the curriculum appears tough for elementary school students, it will help them to succeed in the future. Arabagus states that the short-term decisions we make for our children can have long-term effects. By preparing your children to take demanding, challenging tests from a young age, you are providing them with the experience they will need in the future. The Common Core was built on a foundation of standards with the goal of aiding all students to go out into the real world and apply their knowledge to everyday situations. Even though the curriculum was designed to accomplish this desired goal, after the placement of the curriculum, many people, including parents and educators, worried that the curriculum for each grade level was not appropriate for the specific ages of students. If this was the case, they feared that students would be set back due to frustration and disappointment. To make the curriculum successful, teachers must be willing to adopt the curriculum and educate themselves about it. The developers of the Common Core claim that the standards are specifically laid out, easy for teachers to see and understand. To successfully meet the Common Core standards, teachers must have the willingness to apply themselves and be involved in training for the curriculum. If teachers are not willing to put in the work, the curriculum will fail. The Common Core claims that it includes this simple and aligned curriculum for teachers, but since teachers were not in the developmental process, many teachers argue this fact. Teacher involvement in the development and training of the curriculum is crucial for the success of the curriculum. Today, I informed you about the ineffectiveness of the Common Core for elementary students in the United States education system. I discussed the lack of teacher involvement, the ability to help students with disabilities, and the high expectations placed on students. After my persuasive points, I stated two main counter-arguments, which involved the supporters saying that the curriculum led students to success and teachers are willing to learn and adopt the curriculum. Beginning in the developmental stages, the Common Core curriculum has proven to fail elementary school students in the United States. The future of our country is in our hands, and it is vital that we are able to work to successfully teach young students throughout the nation. To do this, teachers must need to work alongside the government to develop an education plan that will successfully teach our students.